What's up, Assassination? It's your host, Cariz, and by the title you can see we will be talking about Dragon Ball. A lot of things were announced surrounding Dragon Ball games, and on top of that, it gives me a chance to bring back anime-related things to my channel. But before we get into that, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification. Also, if you want more content from me, follow me on TikTok, link is in the description below. Off the bat, we're going to talk about the biggest announcement from the Battle Hour yesterday, and that is indeed Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Not in a million years that I ever thought this would ever happen. I honestly thought we would never get a Budokai Tenkaichi game ever again. This makes me so happy to the point I actually did cry tears of joy because I remember growing up playing the Tenkaichi games. Like, I haven't been this hyped for a Dragon Ball game in such a long time, and honestly I haven't been this hyped for a game in such a long time. I'm really hyped for something like Spider-Man 2, but my hype for this game exceeds that. Seeing this come to real life honestly gets me faced by other games that I honestly thought would never come, like a Xenoverse 3, Dragon Ball Fighters 2, even a Naruto Fighters. And I know when it comes to Raging Blast series, a lot of people really still want Raging Blast 3. And I'm sitting here to tell you guys who really love Raging Blast. I'm one of those people who really love Raging Blast 2. I played it way more than the Budokai Tenkaichi series. I'm sorry to sit here and tell you, there's no point in Raging Blast 3. The Raging Blast series was a failed successor of the Budokai Tenkaichi series, and they're not going to want to do that again because it actually failed. It sold horribly. The series itself sold so horribly, so they're not actually going to do that. And on top of that, I don't understand why people still want that, because we're getting this game, and this game is basically what you will want inside of Raging Blast 3, because Raging Blast 3 is honestly just a Budokai Tenkaichi light. Like, that's a Tenkaichi or Tenkaichi. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's basically just a light version of Budokai Tenkaichi. I love the Raging Blast games, but comparing it to the Tenkaichi games, honestly, it is not the same. Now, here's the thing. I really don't know what they're really going to do when it comes to this game, because obviously it's going to be a more advanced version of the Tenkaichi games, considering the fact it's going to be on PS5. But my whole thing is this going to be like a Tenkaichi 4, where it's like a continuation onto the series, or this going to be like a soft reboot to the series to the point we might eventually get a Tenkaichi 2 and another Tenkaichi 3. And honestly, I do not think we'll have the same amount of characters that we had at BT3. Honestly, I just don't see them doing that many characters. I would love for them to do that many characters on top of the super characters, but I definitely do not see them doing that. Like, I more so really do not see them doing so many different variations of characters, like having Budokai Tenkaichi, they had like the early Goku, Teen Goku, Mid Goku after he fought the Frieza Saga. Like, I don't see him doing all of that. I just see him having like the main characters. So you have Goku who has Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, where all the Super Saiyan transformations, and then you also have Kid Goku. Maybe you might have a Teen Goku and a Dragon Ball Goku, and then on top of that you have, you know, all the other characters. But I don't definitely see him having mid, early, teen, and all of the other variations that they had inside Budokai Tenkaichi 3. But the one thing I definitely hope that they still do is add characters that didn't really have that much screen time inside the show, like Fasha, and or more so Bardock's whole entire crew, and also keep Grade 8. I need to be able to play as a Grade 8. Now let's move on over when it comes to Dragon Ball FighterZ. First of all, they had a tournament today, and it was actually a very good tournament. It was the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour 2022/23, and honestly, I'm so glad that my boy Framers actually got the win. If you started Dragon Ball FighterZ inside Season 3, then you wouldn't know that Framers was actually the runner-up of the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour of Season 1 and 2. So seeing him get that dub actually makes me happy, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about rollback. Now, if you're still confused with what the heck rollback is, I'm not going to try to explain to you. I'm just going to tell you the easiest way to put it. It's good online. Quite literally, that way better online than we have already for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, the announcement when it comes to rollback is that we're getting a beta for it. It's actually going to be on Steam or PC. It's a better way to put it, which I'm actually happy for, because it really shows how much they actually want it to be perfect. And when everyone actually gets a chance to play it, they can actually give them feedback of what works or what doesn't, or if it's actually good or if it needs improvement. And on top of that announcement of rollback, they actually announced that they're going to be doing another balance patch, which I honestly hope this patch is really big, especially if this might be the actual final patch of the game. Characters like Goku, Black, Frieza, Trunks are all characters that really need to get touched inside this patch. On top of that, I really hope the fusions and lab coat actually get turned down. Like, I really do hope they go ham for this patch and maybe bring back things for certain characters so the characters cannot feel as dry as they are. I'm looking at Bardock, but I'm not going to get my hopes up, but seeing the fact that there's going to be another patch Plus rollback, the only thing I will honestly really love is a new character, but that honestly might not even happen. I just really hope that rollback and a new patch makes you want to actually pick up this game again. You know, if you go back and look at some of my older videos, I actually did used to post Dragon Ball FighterZ. Even though I wasn't that good at the game, after UI Goku came out, honestly the game started to get unfun for me. So having my favorite character, which is Trunks, hopefully becoming better might actually bring me back to the game. Now the last thing I'm going to speak about is the announcement when it comes to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. We got a trailer when it comes to Orange Piccolo, which Orange Piccolo actually looks pretty good. From what we saw, the stage actually looks pretty good. On top of that, when it comes to Orange Piccolo, I'm really liking his ultimate. And then on top of that, we actually got a showcase when it comes to Cell Max. Now he is going to be a raid boss, but I honestly do not know if he will be a crystal raid boss, but if he is, I think that would be sick. I hope Gohan Beast looks just as fire, because honestly it might actually make me pick up the game again. I haven't played Xenoverse in such a long time, and honestly I got pretty bored when it comes to the game. And honestly the last DLC that I actually bought was the one with Khalifa and K on it. I honestly got tired of playing the game. The game been out for like 7 years, and I honestly personally feel like Xenoverse just needs to stop getting content. You will never get a Xenoverse 3 if they just keep updating Xenoverse 2, and honestly I really do have hope for Xenoverse 3, especially after the announcement of Tenkaichi 4. Now out of all the Dragon Ball games that I just mentioned, I might actually make content on all of them. The only one that I honestly might not make content on is actually FighterZ, mostly because, well, I don't play it, so if I do play, the content or the gameplay itself is going to be trash. But if Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo actually look very fire to me when they actually do come out, I might make a video on it. But when it comes to this new Tenkaichi game, I'm definitely making content on it. All I really want is this game to just be really fun, and honestly I really hope there isn't anything broken inside this game. And we actually live in an era of gaming where there's actual patches to the game. Like usually in the old Dragon Ball games, the game that you get is basically all it is. So if there is like a bug or something broken inside the game, you basically just have to hold there and deal with it. So I honestly cannot wait to see how different this game is going to be compared to the old one, especially with the fact that we might actually have online for the first time. I'm so excited because it's feeling like 2016 with the fact that we got a Naruto game and a Dragon Ball game announced. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification. Until next time, Assassin out.
You never see it